Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Welcome to this episode of the Sunday Monday vlog. I've got some good news, I've got some bad news, some heartening stuff, some disheartening stuff. You know how life goes on the homestead, you know how life goes with animals. So, as you saw in the clip, the picture for the video, that was Mickey Mouse, the dad, inside my little gardening bed that I put asparagus in. So he dug that up yesterday and was curled up in that like it's his own little nesting area. So maybe I'll just buy a bunch of metal troughs and put some blankets in it and let the dogs all just have metal troughs to hang in. But they probably need to be filled with dirt because, you know, a clean dog isn't a good dog. You gotta have dirt so they can be a dirty dog. So Mickey Mouse was having fun, and then they started digging up over it on the side of the building and dug out another little hole. And so this week it's been a bunch of the same. Been doing fire's been working good. Now it's not super cold, but with the concrete it does get cool, and with no insulation in the wall it definitely cools down. So I have one fire. It's hot in here. I'm a little bit sweaty right now. So it's not good on these hot days that we're in the 80s. And then I did get the living room set up a little bit. I set that couch up so the dogs have theirs. And then I'm putting plywood on here so I can have mine. So that way they don't mess up this couch. And then just brought one of the cabinets and countertop here. Hooked up my laptop so I can watch TV while I'm here on the couch and look at the fire. Now I just gave them beef bones. So they're out here chewing on theirs. I'll flip the camera around so there's Mickey Mouse, the dirty dog, and then we got Max right here, and we got Chubbs right there, and they're just chomping down on their beef bones. There's one of Mickey's bones there, and then so they've already cleaned off all the meat, or Max is still working on his meat. There's the hole they dug right there that they were buried in. Now, so for the bad news is the small puppy that I wanted to keep, I named him Tiny Tim. Told my grandmother, she said, no, that's not a good idea because Tiny Tim was crippled and was real sick. Well, I came home yesterday and Minnie was in here cleaning the puppy and he had passed on. So I only have the one puppy right there, and this one's grown big, and he was about half the size of this one. And then you see Minnie's bones right there. She's already cleaned it off. She's doing good. She was upset that I took the puppy away, but that's the life that, you know, things happen. So we've got this little man. He was eating. So I had to go to town today, over to Marshall. I had to file the paperwork on the survey here at the restaurant that I did the land swap with my neighbors Becky and Todd, and then went over to the county building and went ahead and filed the new maps and all that for the taxes and property information and all that stuff. So today's a lax day. Stopped, picked up a BLT and seasoned fries from Daisy Queen in Marshall, and went to the vet. Picked up the flea and tick medicines, so I've got to give all the dogs one of them tonight, so they're good for the next 30 days. And I'll probably swing over later this evening once it cools down to feed the animals, and then tomorrow we'll be hauling water and then working on the woods like normal. So not much has changed besides setting up the living room where it feels a little bit more homely, and that's about it. So I hope everybody has a great week. Take care, and remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be.